All right, so just take a breath in with me. And then release it back out. And then take another while I connect with the angels, calling on the energy and the essence of Archangel Raphael to surround us here where we are. Inviting in Archangel Michael, create this as a sacred place. Only love and light is welcome here in the room. Let us feel your bubble of protection wrapped around us. And I call on Archangel Gabriel, asking for clarity for messages, asking for more light to enter into our bodies, our minds, and our souls. And I call upon Archangel Uriel, asking Uriel as he comes in, he's kind of tap dancing into the room for some reason, and asking Uriel to help us ground into earth energy. And thank you for lightening up the energy and brightening up our world as we see our roots going down into Mother Earth, going into that beautiful grounded energy and coming back up to help us balance and center. Any spirit guides, other angels, anyone who wishes to contribute to the messages and to the energy today, you're so welcome to be here. So I'm just going to ask for a general message to be given to the collective. And I will share that message out.
Yeah. Tá a começar agora um programa, depois eu já te ligo. Até já.
Take a deep breath in. And let's connect to that energy now. Greetings, beloveds, and thank you for your presence here today. We want to speak of who you were before you were here, before you were in that human body that you're inhabiting, before you even knew that you had a name. What was your name? Where were you? What was it like to be in that place in spirit before you came into human form? So we want you to look at that. Who were you before you were told who you were? Who is that being that's inside of you? You have all those answers. They're all right there. But living in the human experience covers some of that memory up. So we want you to go into an energy today with us of exploring who you were, exploring that being of light, that being of unconditional love, that being that chose to grow spiritually, that chose to have this experience that you're having right now. We assure you, dear ones, we knew who would be in the room today just as we know who will listen to this message later on, because those of you who are doing that deep dive into who and what you are and what you are all about, you're here, you're present, you showed up. And what we would like you to understand is that before you came into this human body, you were in a space that was unlimited, spacious, free. There was no competition, there was no comparison. So when you think and you ask the question, what was it like? There is nothing to compare it to. There is nothing to see other than love and other than those that are the same as you, because you're all the same, you're all one. But coming into the human experience, you've created an energy of separation for yourself. You've come into this experience to feel those limitations. And now that you have felt the limits, now that you feel the restriction and the discipline that it takes to live in this human body, you're doing the deep dive now to remember who you truly are, to remember what that felt like to not have the restrictions. And that's what we want for you now. We want you to remember. We want you to go to that place beyond this planet, that place beyond this 3D energy that you're feeling the heaviness of. And we want you to feel the lightness of it. So breathe in love. Love as you understand it. Love without limits, without restrictions. The love that your soul knows. You know what it's like to be in that place, to feel the energy of freedom, of spaciousness. Go there now and look at all of creation, not just this world that you're living in at the moment. But go to where there are more universes, there are more planets, there are more stars. There is anything that you wish. And we will help take you there if you desire, if you really want to know what it feels like, what it was like before you became who you are in this body. And we see you asking and questioning, but why? Why do we do this? Why would we want to do that? Dear ones, for you to understand what you're going through in this human experience, you must first fully understand who you truly are. Otherwise, you're just existing. You're just going through the motions of living out a life. Getting up, doing your routine, sleeping, and sleepwalking through the experience instead of really honoring it for what it is, for what it's teaching you, for what it's helping you to understand. And once you can grasp who you are and what you are, where you came from, then you'll be able to help others. You came here for such a time as what you are going through. You came here for the experiences. And you came bringing so much with you, so much wisdom, so much love, compassion, as you call it in your human form. So breathe in the love and just envision where you were before you were who you are now. See those worlds that you have visited. See that place that is only peace and only joy. And if you desire, bring a spark of that back with you. Pull it right into your heart. Let it ignite inside of you. Let it impassion you. Let it create a fire that others will look at and see a difference in you. We are at this very moment standing with you. We're right by your side, and we are seeing what you're seeing. We're helping you to get in touch with the real you. And as you continue to breathe in that love and to be in that space that's so unlimited, we are opening up more of your energy. We are attuning you to the true you. So just breathe in and accept and allow the energy to flow through you and around you as you create more of who you are, to bring that forward in this experience. So we will take a moment to do this. Just experience it. Pay attention to the energy coming in and the energy flowing out. Now take a deep breath in, dear ones. Your mastery is shining at this moment. Feel it, connect with it, and hold it tight in your hearts. And so it is. Wow. They are extremely powerful today. I'd love to know what you all felt during that, because I don't even know where I was. It was so strong and so powerful. And I felt like I was not even in my body. I know they were using my voice, but that was an out of body experience for me during that attunement as they came through. So I just love for anyone that wants to share how that experience was.
feel like that for me as well. I felt like they were talking. I know it's a collective message, but it did feel like hit the spot because for a while I've been talking to you past lives about discovering, beyond just the physical life and this particular experience. I've been having a lot of that. I've been experiencing a lot of that, and it's quite overwhelming. Sometimes I think, is it from my head? What's going on with me? I don't understand. I feel a little bit, yeah, it's overwhelming to accept a lot of that. That's, and it's true. And then there's a confirmation there. And they keep sending confirmations that I'm not crazy, that it's to be taken seriously, it's to be paid attention. So I do appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. I saw when they were with you, I wasn't even here anymore. I don't know where I went, but I saw two masters standing on each side of you. They were just standing right beside of you as you were going to that place that they asked you to go to find you. And I don't know who they were, but they were just like guiding your way. It was like turning you down one way to another and meeting you on that path. It was just beautiful. So I don't know if you felt the guidance, but they were certainly helping you along the way because they wanted you to find you.
They knew the earth is round and 2 + 2 = 4.
You've been telling me how, forget about competition, forget about comparing yourself, look at your own life, and all of that. And it really speaks to me because it's something that I've been listening for a while. It's like confirmation, a total confirmation. And I'm very, I feel guided, and I ask for guidance all the time because it's a powerful experience to go through alone, not knowing not knowing exactly how to manage all of that. And I feel very guided, very blessed, and even though I get tons of confirmation, here I am again, like, hey, can I get another one? Is it really it? It's too good. But it is. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Hope or Isabel, did you want to share if you felt anything during that?
My screen is frozen, but I was very away with the fairies, where I was, but it's a very peaceful place. And it's quite weird because I did the E² 2 days ago and asked for a sign to connected with the universe. And today it turns out it's just us four. It's 4 of us, 5 now, on this Zoom. So that's a message to me that the dude is working.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so beautiful. And when I opened my eyes and I looked, you were just shining. I mean, just absolutely glowing. And I just loved what I was seeing because I knew that you had been there in that spaciousness that they were talking about.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you for being here. Isabel,
Thank
anything?
you.
And thank you for coming in. And Charlie and Christine, thank you all for coming in.
Thank you. I didn't start from beginning, so I didn't get a lot. I don't know. I go back to this today, and it has been today, and I went back again to that place. I have been having these butterfly, how do you call it? It's a butterfly feeling. How can I'm not expressing well. When you use, like, for instance, you're using colors, you're trying to do some painting, and you put the colors and you fold the paper in half, and then you have both sides equal, like the mirror effect. That's what I was trying. The mirror effect, kind of, you get both images, one up and another on the bottom. I've been having that today, and that's what I saw again here when I tried to go. I tried to go someplace. That's the first image again. It came to me. that mirror image. Like I was there, I could see underneath, and I could see on the top the reflection of the images. It was basically light. That's what I saw, and then I was sitting at this place that I have these a lot. After that, I go to this place. It seems that I'm all surrounded. It seems like someone is meditating, and I never see the face. I always see the backwards. I assume it's me, but I'm not sure. And I'm all surrounded with beautiful lakes, and I was seeing the sunset there, and that's basically what the two things. And other than that was just some colors, some energy colors, like very light, pink, off-white, I don't know, maybe gray, uh, bluish, and white mix, some things like that, but not much more. That's all.
Thank you for sharing.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, I'd love to, I'm going to put this on YouTube. I couldn't get it to go live, so I'm going to put it on YouTube, and I'd love for you all to do that again, to do that experience. And Charlie and Christine, I know that you all came in after the
Yeah.
group channeling, but I think this is important. I think they did this message specifically today because they want us all to remember who we were. And that was the whole thing. Remember who you are. So yeah, so I'll do that and share that channeled message with everyone. All right, so let's do some individual messages. I'm feeling hope. I'm feeling you. And I feel Divine Mother just really coming through to be there with you right now. So, Hope, how can we help you today with a message?
I think it's confidence. Confidence in my new career. He agrees.
All right, so I'm going to just ask you to breathe in and say your first name out loud.
Hope Wellington Marshall.
They're giving you a diamond today, Hope. I know I saw you shining and you were glowing, but this diamond, it's different from most diamonds that you see in the way that it reacts to the light. And if you turn it one way, it's shimmering and it's like a brilliant silvery light that's coming off of it. But if you turn it other ways, there's different colors. One side is showing a red and one's showing a beautiful green. It's a diamond, but it has all these facets that are reflecting different lights. So let me just ask them what your message is from your diamond. The diamond of many colors. And I feel Divine Mother right there. She's holding that diamond up. She's wanting you to see it in your mind's eye. So she's bringing it closer in for you to look at. And indeed, Hope, we are bringing you this image, not that we are giving you the physical diamond, we're giving you the essence of it, the sparkle, the shine, the multifaceted colors of it, and helping you to understand the different parts of you through looking at each side of the diamond. When you turn one way, life looks a little different. It might look one color. It might look like, oh, that's not really what I was expecting at all. So let me turn a different way. So there's been some twists and turns. And as you keep turning and keep looking and keep searching, you finally find that side that you really resonate with. You find the side of where the path is taking you. There have been many doors that have opened, and some of those doors you close immediately after you open them, and you realize that is not what's in your path to do, although it was presented for some reason in your life. And so the search for exactly where you're to go has been one of, we won't say hard work, but it's been one of intense searching and looking and wanting to get it right. And we're wanting to assure you that there is no right or wrong. There is only that which your soul knows that you came here for. And as in the open channeling, we want you to really feel you. We want you to feel into what was opened up for you of who you truly are, who you were before you were hope, and identify with that. Bring in that energy. And that's what's going forward into your career, into your finances, into your family life, into every aspect of living now in this human experience. It's no longer just looking at hope from day one of the human experience. It's looking at hope, the eternal, the one who always has been, and the one that's here now to pull that energy into your experience. As you open up to that and you look at what's ahead of you, go into it with the knowledge that you've already done this. There is no such thing as time. So this experience you're having, it's already done. It's already something that you know so well. So there's not a learning curve, which is something that you may be thinking, oh, I have to learn this. I have to get the experience of it. You already have it already inside of you. Pull from the hope, the eternal hope, and know that that hope understands thoroughly what you're doing. This job, this career that you have chosen is working well for you and will work well for you as long as you want it to. You make the decision every day. Is this still what I resonate with? Is this still working for me? So open up to it and just allow the inner you to tell you that answer. It is something that you will grow from. We will share that this growth that's going to happen is going to motivate you and help you to help others. And that is the big part of why you're here. You are here to be in this world at this time of the happenings of the world, to really help others and to shine that light forward for others. So as you look at your diamond and you look at all those facets that are on it, you can choose to change with each day. You can choose to see green one day or red the next. The experience is really yours for the having. The world is wide open for you. And the more you dig inside and go to that place that's where you live, not where hope lives, but where you, the real you, lives, then you will have the most beautiful experiences with all these colors and all of these facets that are opening up to you. All of the people along the journey are going to be touched by the colors coming from you, because those colors are energy, and it's your energy that's drawing people to you. Continue to stay in your heart center. Continue to find that purity that's in you. And as you bring it forward in your career, in the way that you interact with others, there's no stopping you. The world is unlimited to you. Enjoy this time, the time that you are here in this experience as hope, because you are exactly where you are supposed to be. And you are grasping that concept of the eternal hope more and more with each day. And we are right here with you. Divine Mother is working very much with you. You also, there's also an energy. It feels very oriental, so I'm trying to get this forward, who this is. There's a yogi that's working with you. And it feels like Babaji. So connect in with that part of you that understands the yogi way of life, the openness, the respect of everything. You have that in you, and Babaji wants to bring that forward even more for you. So that's a choice you can make to work with him, but he's waiting for you to open up to it and to understand it even more fully. And we will leave you with that message.
Teri.
Beautiful. So I hope you resonated with that, honey. If there's any questions, just let me know. Okay. Welcome, Catherine. Okay, they're wanting to go to you, Leo.
Sure, let's go with me.
There you go. So how can we help you?
The general message was plenty, helped enough, but I'm open to more guidance always. So I'm just open to receive what the angels want me to hear, because obviously they chose me to be here today, and here I am. So
yeah, I think that was part of your knocking on the door and being persistent. They knew that you needed to be here today to hear messages.
yeah, so I don't have a particular I have too many questions, so it's hard to it's hard to resume them all into one. I'm sure they know what I want to hear, and you always say the right things, so it's in their hands.
All right, so just say your name out loud, please.
Leonardo.
Okay, I'm seeing what they want me to show you, but I can't remember the snake that you always see portrayed like in Egypt that winds itself up and then its head comes up. Is that a boa?
Like the Kundalini snake?
No, there's an actual snake. I think it's a boa. It like wraps in a circle.
Constrictor.
Boa constrictor. Thank you. Okay, so that's what they showed me. Was the boa?
I love that it's always like usually Egyptian related.
Yeah,
Have
I
you noticed?
know. What's up with that?
my ancestry.
Okay, so wow, this boa, as they showed it to me, at first I thought I was seeing a rope coiled up, and I'm going, why does he have a rope? And then it moved. So yeah, it's the boa. So let me just see. I'm just going to ask them for some clarity for your message and what this means for Leo. Indeed, Leo, we congratulate you for being here as you heard the message to show up for you, to come in to have some illumination about the current happenings in your life and the current time that you are going through in your life. We are showing this image, and indeed, when we first showed it, the channeler thought she was looking at a rope that was in a tight coil. But then as it gently moved, it became more clear and more in focus of what it was. This is where you are right now. You are in the awakening phase. So as your soul knows more of who you truly are, not the body that Leo inhabits, but what's inside of there, and you have diligently been digging and scraping and looking for a while now, have you not? And you have been uncovering quite a bit of you, but you've only scratched the surface. And as we show the image of the snake, and as it starts to come up and take form of what it truly is, this is what's happening with you as well. As you're uncovering everything that is in you from forever, from the beginning of time and the eternal Leo, you are seeing your power more and more, and not in the ego sense of power, not as the king, which sometimes we have shown you that image, but we are showing you this to let you know that there is so much more to uncover. There's so much more to unravel and unwind. And as each little bit unravels and comes forward, it adds to what you've already uncovered, but also it's the momentum of the unwinding that's opening up who you truly are, that's opening up the teacher in you, the healer in you, the prophet in you. And this is the new message that you have not received yet, because that part has not been uncoiled yet. And that is a yet because it's in the process now. As we're bringing it to your recollection, we are helping you to remember that you are a prophet, that you are one who knows and sees as you tap into who you truly are. You're able to understand more fully what words are, what messages are, what the meanings behind everything is, not just one thing and not just one message. As you look at all of the eternity that you have existed in, you're only bringing in a tiny bit of that at the moment, just a tiny bit. And you have felt yourself expanding. You felt the expansion and the growth and uncovering what seemed so monumental. That was just a spark. That was just a rock in this whole mountain that you're uncovering, that you're digging through. So you've only just begun, dear Leo. You've only started to open up that box that contains what you came here to bring into the world. We're asking for patience. We're asking you, as you pick up the one pebble and you examine it, and it feels so expansive and so monumental, we're asking you to set that down and just stand back and look and ask, what next? What next? Now I understand this. Now I get how huge this is, how huge the energy is. And I'm ready for my next step. I'm ready to go beyond and stretch and step out of anything that I already know into the unknown. You are standing at the edge right now, ready to just take that leap of faith. You haven't quite taken it yet. There's a bit of a hesitation about going into that unknown because what's known, what you've uncovered, you're coveting, you're holding it so close to you. We're asking you to release the grasp on what you already have known. And when you do that, when you set that pebble down and you ask the question, okay, what next? Then you're able to leap off of that cliff without even thinking, without even a moment of hesitation or fear. You'll be going into that next pebble, that next stone that you discover. And if you thought that the ones that you've already uncovered were massive, just wait. Just wait until you uncover what that next one is and what it's all about. Because as you open up and as you give your approval to open a door, you're giving that to yourself, and that door opens, you're ready. When you say your yes, you are ready. You've been hesitating. You've been saying you want it, but you hesitate. So it's time to stop hesitating. It's time to go all in. It's time for no more playing small. And even when you try to play small, something comes into your awareness to help you understand what you're doing, that you're shrinking back. And we don't want you shrinking. We want you in all of your magnificence to bring forth what you're here to bring into the world. You are a master. There are many masters working with you. And as each one comes forward, there's another pebble that they bring with them. So allow the teaching, go into that learning modality now of just being the sponge. Just soak up all of the knowledge that the masters are bringing your way and allow them to mentor you, to teach you, to guide you through that excavation process, because that's where you're at. You're at that point now where you're not turning back. You already have experienced a little bit of this magnificent light and you want more. So open up to it and no more hesitation, no more playing small. Go all in, because that's where your reward is. That's where your knowingness lies, is when you just open to it. And we will leave you with that.
Thank you.
Your messages always blow me away.
And me too, because they make so much sense. They make so much sense. You know, they speak what I want to listen to, because Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. All of what you said made complete sense. I just don't know where to go from here. I keep asking for guidance because I look back and I look at these pebbles and I'm like, oh my God, all of this is so huge. This is who I really am. So why do I feel kind of small? Why do I feel stagnant? Why can't I break out of this? I don't know what it is that is preventing me to expand and grow. I just feel kind of stagnant for some time, and I don't feel like it's my fault. I feel like maybe it's not the right time, and maybe I should just be that sponge and absorb it. The more I learn, the more I feel like, wow, it was so big. Why am I so small now? I don't get it. Can what's my purpose? Can I do something about it? I'm 36 years old. I don't want to have to wait another 36 years. I want it now. I do want it.
The door is there. You got to open it.
Yeah, they're
Dude, I'm knocking. I'm like, where's the key to this?
they're
I,
what they,
uh,
Anyway, I'm always
I see you at the door.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm like,
what they showed me.
It's like you're waiting for somebody
No,
to walk through the door with you.
Okay, so what they showed me, Leo, is like you're standing on that cliff. There's just that little bit of fear, and that's what they're working to get rid of. They want no fear as you go forward, as you take that leap, as you step that foot out. There can't be any fear, or you'll be falling on your face, and you don't want that. So that fear is what they're working to release. Now, just like Hope had Babaji working with her, the masters that I saw, there were two masters standing right beside of you, and they're the ones that are so ready to take you by the hand. It's like each one is going to just link arms with you to move forward. They didn't give me their names of these masters, but there are two of them. And I want you to re-listen to that opening message and then just ask, who are those two masters? Just ask them for their names. Ask them if they will share that with you. Once you find these two masters, once you hook up with them, that's where you're going to start climbing. So yeah, right now it's the fear, and that's what they're telling me. It's the fear that they're working to get rid of. So they're and they in the message even they said, you keep saying I want this, but you've got to release that to go forward to the next part. So just letting go of the fear. That's what they're going to work on right now with you. And you may not even be aware of that fear being there because you're so excited and you so want this. And I know you've been for years, you've been pulling on that. I wanted. But it's more, okay, so here's what they're saying. It's more of, I need. So you're coming from a lack mentality, which is I need this, is what they want to do away with. And that's the fear that I don't have it. I'm not going to find it. Like you were expressing, I don't want to wait this many years to find this. So they want you to come from not even an I want, but come from I know. Okay. And so when you can really fully get in touch with that eternal Leo that they guided us to in that opening meditation, that's when you're going to come from the I know. I know this, and I know it from deep inside of me.
Let me tell you,
Leo,
it took me 66 years to find out, to just open up, to know that anything like this even existed. So you're 30 something years ahead of where I am now. So just to let you know.
Thank you, Leo. And Leo, I'm right there with you. I'm holding your hand. You have all of my full support in this journey that you're on.
And I so appreciate it. Thank you so much. I don't know what I would be without you, Teri. You're truly a blessing in my life. Thank you.
You're a blessing in mine. Thank you for being here today. And I'll send you that recording as soon as I can so that you can just really do that again and go into that place again. Yeah. And if I get any more information about who those two masters are, I will certainly let you know what they want you to know.
That's my mission for this week.
It is. It's your homework.
My homework.
Okay, let's go to Isabel. And your kitty cat, how beautiful is she?
I guess I better stick with the general question. Just the general. I'm whatever the angels think I need to hear. My biggest concern would be about work, but then I think might as well just let it be what they want to be.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. So just take a breath in and say your name out loud, please.
Isabel, thank you.
So what does Isabel need to know for her best and highest good? Isabel, they showed me this car, and it's a very old car, like one of the first models of cars that even existed. I don't know if it was like a Model T or, one of that type of car. So I'm just asking them to clarify that image. So indeed, Isabel, what we want you to understand is that sometimes in your life, you feel like you are trying so hard to catch up with the sports cars and you're driving a vehicle such as the one described. You feel like there's others running loops around you and you're the one that's trying to understand while everybody else already has the message. We want you to know that there's no inequality, that you are just as worthy and deserving and knowledgeable as anybody else. When you hold yourself in that light and see yourself as not knowing and not understanding or unable to do something, you are the one putting those limits on. You're the one tying yourself up with the rope and then saying, why can't I get it? Why can't I move forward like they are? Why can't I drive my car 120 miles an hour? Here I am piddling along at 50 miles an hour and everybody's passing me by. We want you to open up to your potential. This is a time, just as we said to Leo, it's no time to play small. It's a time to really fully grasp your mission for being here, your desire to get it, to understand it, and not only to understand, but to be able to open up that light to shine for others to get it as well. Every time that you speak, every time that you share a word of love with someone and that beautiful compassion that comes from you, it lights a fire in others. Do you not see this? We see you as not understanding your worthiness, not understanding how powerful your words are, how powerful your wisdom is. That wisdom is all there. It's all in you, when you get in touch with it, you really understand who you are, not the Isabel you, but the eternal you, as we were talking about earlier, then you'll know that every word you speak is coming from that eternal place, not from the limit of the human 3D experience. This is your task at this moment, is to get in touch with that eternal being. And when you do, when you fully get who you are, you'll get out of that vehicle that we were describing, and you'll be driving the sports car, and you will be right up there with everyone and see yourself the way you truly are, as the same. No difference, no lagging behind, no not understanding anything, but fully getting the power of you. It's time for you to become empowered. It's time for that engine to be put into the right vehicle. When you doubt yourself, you shrink back and you don't allow the beauty to come through. You are magnificent. You are so full of wisdom, but you see what your words are that are coming out of you as small when you compare them to others. We want you to stop comparing. We want you to look at others that you've placed in a high regard, that you put on a pedestal. And we want you not to put anyone on a pedestal, but those people that you're holding in that light, we want you to see yourself there. We want you to see that that is you doing the talking, doing the teaching, doing the healing modalities. That is you. And when you can get into that mindset of the eternal Isabel, the one that has all the knowledge, all the wisdom that everyone else has, then you will be propelled forward at a high rate of speed. This we guarantee. This we are seeing ourselves, and we want you to see that image as well. When you are so caught up in the everyday, the mundane, the routines, it's hard to vision who you truly are. So put some things in perspective. Yes, you have to work to put food on the table, to have the roof over the head. These are things that are necessary in the human life. But this is not what you're here for totally. You're here to really have the full experience of understanding. And that's just a small part of it. But sometimes it feels overwhelming because that's all that can be focused on at certain times. So, in those moments when that is taking up all of your energy, just pause, just breathe in, and remember who you are, and remember that you are magnificent and you are amazing, and be a little more gentle with yourself because you are very hard on you. And we want you to really give yourself some self love. So you have some tasks to do coming up. And if you need the reminders of what they are, you can listen to the recording again so you can understand fully what we are asking of you. And we are asking this for you. We are asking you to take that step forward, to no longer play small. And you may see this is a message that's coming to more than one here, and it is for everyone, that it's no longer time to shrink back. It's no longer time to do any type of activity that's going to put you in a light of less than. It's time to be who you are in all your magnificence. And we will leave you with that.
Thank you. It totally resonates with my life. I totally get it. I hope I can apply it better. Thank you.
Set an intention and doing those things that they asked of you. And I don't know what they all were. I can't remember what they said, but I do know they asked you no more comparison.
Yes.
Don't make yourself look smaller than anybody else, because you're the same as everyone. And there's none more powerful, there's none less powerful. So
Yes.
feel that power, feel it inside of you, because it is there.
Yeah, it's a good beginning, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. And please listen to that opening channeling again.
I will.
They're really stressing this today, that it's so important for us to get to that place of the eternal person that we are, not the human person. And they're insistent, it's really time to step up. No more playing small. And that's for everybody here. Everybody that's hearing this, everybody that will hear it, no more playing small. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Teri. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome, honey.
Thank you.
Much love to you.
Love you too. Thank you.
Charlie. Hi there.
Hi. I guess just in general, they know what I need,
Okay. Hi, Grace. Welcome.
Grace.
Okay, so if you would just take a breath in and say your name out loud.
My name is Charles Kunz.
I have to tell you something, Charles. I just looked down and saw what time it is, and where I'm at, it's 3:33. I thought you would like to know that.
That's so appropriate.
All right, so asking the angels what Charlie needs to know for his best and highest good. Okay, so they're going to choose you to show a funny one, or a different one, I should say. They're showing a rabbit's foot. You know, the little good luck charm? It's called a rabbit's foot. All right, so I'm just asking, Archangel Gabriel wants to share this with you about the rabbit's foot and the significance and what you need to know right now. So indeed, Charles, what we want to share about this image and this token known as the rabbit's foot is that it's only a material thing, but whoever puts their full belief in that understands the power of manifesting, the power of bringing that energy of good luck their way. you also understand the power of manifesting. You are wonderful at drawing the things to you that you desire. So as you hold those things and you put out that energy of, I believe in the power of this, then it takes on that energy. But it's you. And this is what we're wanting you to understand right now, is that material things are just things. Your energy is what's drawing in people, finances, experiences, opening to who you are. That's all coming from inside of you. There is no material thing that will do that for you, but yet you place importance on a lot of things that are in your life. And we're not judging, we're not saying that's right or wrong. It's just the point that we are bringing to you because we want you to dig deeper inside, not outside. We want you to focus more of your energy on that eternal person that you are. We explained in a message to the collective earlier that when you remember who you were before you were this person in this body, it takes you to a different level. What you humans refer to as a higher level, but it really is a deeper spiritual understanding that helps you hold in perspective what this human experience is all about. Your reasoning for digging, for wanting more, to want to know more, to understand more, is to get in touch with that, to get in touch with the eternal you. You have this already inside of you, but it's been covered up. It's been covered up by teachings, by beliefs, by experiences. You've been working diligently to look at that and to examine beliefs, to examine, do I still hold that belief? And why do I hold that belief? And how can I get more deeper in my spiritual practices? And we are here to assure you that everything you need is inside. As you do the spiritual practices, that's only to help you go deeper into who you are. There is nothing so special about that practice other than the guidance that it gives you and the discipline that it gives you to want to know more, to dig up more of who you are. Just as Leo has his pebbles when he uncovers, you also have this energy of mounds of energy that you have uncovered and mounds of what we're showing as dirt as you dig, and you're digging into the ground and you're digging deeper and deeper. And these mounds of dirt just keep piling up around you. And you look around and you're going, look at all I've done. Look at all of this work that I've excavated inside of me. And I've pulled things out. And I've discovered what I don't need. But we want you to forget about those mounds of dirt that's been excavated. We want you to set all of that image aside and not look at what doesn't need to be in there, but what does need to be. And the only thing that needs to be in there is love, is that light that's you. So as you start that excavation process, as you do every day, and you start digging and you start looking, look at the light first. Look at that light. It may look just like a flame. It may look just like a little flicker, maybe a match that's burning. But look at that. Focus on that. Add some fuel to it. The fuel is love. The fuel is understanding who you truly are. All of those things that you do to open up, they're only things. The power is inside of you already. Look for that flame, let it open up, let it guide you. As the flame grows higher, you can see that path. It's already there. You don't have to dig for it, it's already in you. So follow the flame, follow that light where it leads you, and let it lead you to that eternal Charles that's there, the one that's always been there, the one that has that wisdom. You've been experiencing some of that wisdom coming through already. It's beginning to open up for you. And the more you allow, the more it will open. And then you'll really see your power. You will really see the teacher that you are. And you'll start to step into that role. And you'll see that healer, and you'll start to step into that role. But until you get in touch with that, with the eternal part of you, then all these things that you're gathering, all of the things you're learning, and we're putting that in quotes, those are just things. When you really know who you are, then you'll understand that you already have it inside. So we encourage you to spend some time with that eternal you, not with the one that's here in this experience. You're here to bring through some magnificence into the world. All of the things that you have been doing, that you've been pursuing and quote learning, those are great. Those are going to help you to remember. They're going to click a memory inside of you, and that's all they're doing. You're not learning anything new. You are remembering who you are and remembering your magnificence. So we're giving you homework as well, and we're asking you to spend that time to really go into that spaciousness, to really get the whole picture, the big picture, and not the limited picture of where you have been excavating inside of you. Because there's so much more. And this is what we know that you will discover once you do that exercise. There is so much more than what you're able to see right in front of you. And we will leave you with that.
Thank you so much, Terry. It made so much sense that, there's so much there that I just, that I don't even begin to know where
Oh,
to
yeah,
start.
you just touched the surface. Listen to the beginning message, the channeling that they did, because it'll take you to that eternal Charles. It'll help you to get there. And when you do it, I don't want you to do it more than once a day, but when you do it and repeat it, it gets clearer, and you're going to see that openness. You're going to see that spaciousness even more than you do it one time. It's one to be repeated, and this is what they've shown me. It's like you all that are here right now, you're like on the front line of this. You're receiving this message that is so huge. And I don't know if you all are really grasping how huge this is, but I am just seeing these lights flashing and opening up, and it's like portals opening up. And it's with all of you. All of you are receiving this message at the same time to have this experience of the eternal part of you. And that's deep. That is so deep. It's this is not, like I said, this is not playing small anymore. This is huge for all of us that are here. And there's something special with what's going on with this energy. It feels like a swirling vortex of energy that's happening all around each person that's here. And it feels very big. So yeah, do that exercise again from the channeling and really open up. And Charlie, I know that you missed it, but just really
Yeah.
follow the breath and let them take you to who you truly are.
All right.
This
I'll have
is-
to look for it on YouTube, or you'll have to send it
I'll
to me.
send it. Yeah, I'll make sure that everybody that's in here gets it.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Terry.
Oh, you're so welcome, honey. Thank you for being
Thank
with
you.
us. Oh, let's go to Catherine.
Good evening.
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
Feeling a little down today, but other than that, I'm healing still, and I'm gonna go see the doctor tomorrow. And I just need, a message from the angels, a general, I guess.
Okay. So take a deep breath in. And please know that you are in my prayers for what's going on with you medically as well. Take a deep breath and say your first name out loud for me.
Catherine.
Catherine, they showed me a window. Interesting object for them to show, but let me just ask them to clarify that. And Catherine, do you have pain on one of your shoulders and going up into the neck?
No, I sometimes at night I'll, like I've got a psoriasis problem.
Okay, so this is not yours. Somebody here has a pain. It's kind of like toward the back of the shoulder, toward the mid back. So I'm feeling that pain energy. So I'm just going to send whoever that is, I'll just send some healing there. And I'm going to just connect again for Catherine. So I'm asking what Catherine needs to know for her best and highest good. And they're showing me that window again. And it's a window that has the small panes. Do you know what I'm talking about? They're like little squares in the window. So it's like divided small panes of window of glass. And indeed, Catherine, we're showing this particular image because many times you look out the window, you look through your physical eyes, and sometimes that window is kind of marred. It's kind of dirty where you can't see clearly out the window. So as you're looking through that filter, you're not seeing clearly the love that surrounds you. You're not seeing the support that surrounds you. So you go into a feeling of being all alone and isolated. Some days you look through the clear pane and you can see the sunshine and you can see the the grass and the trees blowing. And those are the days when you really feel the love and you feel lifted up. So we're encouraging you as you look through a window that might not show you that support and might not show you the beauty of the world. We encourage you just to move, just to shift, just slightly, and you'll find that window pane that you can look through where you do see that. It's really a shift that happens inside of you. So as we're showing this image of you physically moving from one window pane to another, that really is you moving your energy and your focus. Your focus sometimes gets distorted by pain, and it gets distorted by a feeling of unease and unworthiness. We want you to also understand, as just as we've shared with others, that now is a time to step up, to not play the victim, to not play small, to not go give in to anything that looks like it's not love. If it doesn't look like love, if it doesn't look like beauty, you don't have to accept that into your life. You have a choice to make and you are in control. But when you look through that dirty window, then you're no longer in control. You're letting the marred window show you who you are instead of the clear window where you can see things with more perspective. It's simply a change in your perspective, a change, a slight tweak in the thinking process and connecting with who you are. In the channeled message, we brought you to that eternal place that you reside in. You're only here for a moment. This human experience has a beginning and it has an end, but the eternal you does not. That's the one that continues on, and it has always been and always will be. When you can connect into that power of being, then you'll understand that it's only a slight shift in your perspective to get there, to fully grasp and understand who you are and why you're here. You're here for this short period of time to understand more about that eternal you, to understand more about the love and the compassion. You have a lot of compassion in you. You show that. You show it to animals. You show it to people. But you don't always show it to yourself. And we're here to ask you to start doing that, to start showing yourself more compassion, to be more gentle, to not be so critical, to not be so judgmental about who you are. And as we shared with someone earlier, no more judging, no more comparison. You are just as important as everyone else that's walking around in a human body right now. They may look different from you, they may sound different, they may speak different, but you are just as important because you're connected in. You're the same spirit, just reflecting in a different body. When you can grasp that eternal Catherine, it will bring you forward. It will bring you up a level in your spiritual growth and your understanding. So we're asking you this week to take moments of time to really connect with who you are. And as you focus more on what you don't want, that will grow. But as you focus on what you do want, the understanding, the love, the pain-free moments, that was what will happen for you. So focusing on the pain is not conducive to your growth. It's only going to be that vision that you see out the dirty window. It's not going to show you reality. It's not going to show you beauty and grace and growth and love. It's your choice which window pane you look out of. If you wake up and you start looking and you start worrying and getting anxious and upset, look and see which window you're looking out of. And maybe just take a slight step to the left and look out the clear window. And we'll ask if you will focus on that just for this week. Just allow yourself that vision to get to know who you are and get to see the world in a little different way than what you've been looking at it. If you can make that slight shift this week, it will propel you into a momentum to start doing that on a daily basis. We will leave you with that message and send you blessings of love because you are worthy and you are deserving of all that is good in life.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. And I'll be thinking of you this week, honey.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Let's go to Christine.
Hi,
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
good.
Good. Do you have a question for the angels or you want them just to give you a message?
About my family. I'm gonna see my family way too. I'm missing my family. Out of I see my Florida.
All right. So let's ask about you being able to see your family and visiting with them. And I understand that pain of the separation and not being able to do something that your heart desires.
Yeah.
So take a breath in and say your first name for me.
15.
Asking the angels, what does Christine need to know for her best and highest good regarding the situation of being able to see her family? Christine, they're showing me a box of crayons for you.
Okay, yeah, bringing my pathway to my childhood. Yes, box of crayons. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm asking them to explain what that box of crayons means and what the message is more clearly for you. Just breathe in. Indeed, Christine, we are wrapping our arms of love around you. We are showing you this box of crayons, not just one crayon, because
2.
there are so many choices in life. And as you look at your box of crayons, sometimes you choose the same crayon. You choose that purple one because you really like the way the purple looks when you draw with the crayon. Or sometimes you choose the black crayon because there's times when you don't see light, when you don't see an end and you see things that maybe not the way that you would like them to be. So you make choices in how you're responding to situations in the world. And we commend you because you really have been holding your head up high. You really have been living your life, understanding restrictions in the human body with what's going on in the world, with not being able to travel, not being able to visit, not being able to see those that you love in person. So we do
I
commend
know.
you for the way that you are dealing with this energy and with the situations right now. And we know that it's been very difficult for you not to be able to do those things and to be with those people that you want to see. And we're
Yeah.
asking you to maybe play with more of those crayons, to maybe draw with the yellow to brighten up your own self, to bring more energy to you of love and light. The more light you can shine inside of you, the more those dark times, those isolation times that you're feeling will look a little better, a little brighter for you, and you won't be able to go down that slide of feeling like nothing's going right, because we want you to hold the energy that things are indeed turning around, and be just a little more patient with the situation and the time involved for you to get to visit with your family, to give them the hugs, give them the love without the mask. And
Yes, that'd be the day.
we assure you that these limits are temporary, that it's not something that's going to last forever. And
No.
as you hold that thought in your mind, maybe take out a bright orange crayon and draw a sun, or take out a red crayon and just really go into some brightness. So when you do these things for yourself, when you lift up your own energy, you're not just lifting you, you're also lifting those loved ones. You're helping them by sending out a better emotion, a better feeling into the world.
Corey.
And we want you also, Christine, to go into who you truly are, not just the Christine that we all know and love and see the beauty in, but we want you to know that eternal you that is forever, and that you that is all unconditional love and grace and light. And the more you get in touch with that Christine, the more patient you'll become with the limitations of this world that you've come to. You came here for a huge mission. You came here to teach others what acceptance and unconditional love looks like. And you do such a wonderful job of that. And we want to thank you for the love that you do share and the light that you share, and for being who you are. And we want you to play with that whole box of crayons. We want you to use every color and to really get into the energy as you use the color to really understand the energy of it. It doesn't have to be a crayon, a physical crayon. You can use whatever you want to envision those colors, but allow it to help you to get through this time of restriction, and to know that it's only temporary, that soon you will be in the arms of your loved ones. You will be sitting with them and laughing and sharing a beautiful experience again. We're giving you our assurance of that and just sending you so much love. We're going to leave you with that message.
Thank you.
So
Yes, and my family and my father are making me send to wear the Sunshine State.
Sunshine State. That's right. I love you, honey. And there's no
Oh,
accident.
be
You're a
too,
wonderful,
Terry.
top today with all those colors in it. So play with all the colors.
Yeah, I will buy a box of a flying, so
Hey,
thank you.
I can't wait to see what happens with it. Thank you.
Yes, I will message you both ways, yeah.
Yeah, I love you, honey. Okay, let's go to Grace.
Okay. Hello. Hi, everyone. Thank you for making it here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I think just like a general, please. Angels.
Right.
Thank you.
So take a breath in. Say your first name for me.
Grace.
Grace, they just showed me a crystal ball.
Oh.
And I'm laughing because I already know how intuitive you are. But what do they want you to know for your best and highest good with this image they're showing you? Indeed, Grace, we're so happy that you are here. We're honored that you showed up and that you gave this gift to yourself of asking for illumination and clarity. And this image that we're showing is representative of seeing things that aren't there, of knowing things before they happen, of using that gift, that power that everyone comes into the human experience with, and you are no exception. You are able to pull on that intuition to guide you, to help you make decisions. But sometimes when you look into that crystal ball, you see nothing. You have a block about the understanding that it's trying to show you. And sometimes you look into the crystal ball and you don't like what you see. So you think, okay, I'll step away and maybe it'll be different when I look into it again. So there are times when you doubt yourself. There are times when you do get the intuitive message that is not what you want to hear. And we're encouraging you that when you hear anything coming through from your higher self, which is the crystal ball, when you get those messages, to step back with them, just step and take a moment before reacting or responding. And then ask why you're getting that message. What is the importance of this message for me to be getting it? And then what am I supposed to do with it? It's a time to really examine with clarity what the messages are about, not just the fact of getting the message. You have been working very diligently at opening up your gifts, opening up those spiritual gifts that you have, and expanding them and expanding your horizon with learning different things, or so you thought. You're not learning, you're remembering, as we shared earlier in another message with someone. Everything is inside of you. You have a vast bank of wisdom inside of you. You have the power, if you chose to use it, to explain the mysteries of the universe, because you are eternal And you have lived, you've experienced many, many lifetimes of gathering this experience and this knowledge. When you compare yourself to others, and this is again a repeat of another message, when you compare yourself to others, you begin to play small. You begin to put them ahead of you. And just like Isabel with her old time vehicle that doesn't go very fast, sometimes you see you also in that same vehicle. You see you trying to hurry to catch up to others. You see you as lagging behind. And trust me, there is no lagging behind with you. You are so far advanced in all of the information that you hold inside, all of the love and the wisdom and the grace that you hold inside of you, that you could teach nations how to be the very best they can be. You have all of that wisdom, but yet you're working with a spoon to do the digging instead of the shovel or the big machinery. You see yourself playing on a playground instead of on the universe. It's time to look at the universe as your playground. It's time to have the experiences that will open up more knowledge, because you already have all of this knowledge that you think you're gaining right now, that you're understanding and learning. You already have been there, done that. It's time for the big guns. It's time to really gather that which you came here to get more understanding on. You're playing very small in that playground. You only have a sandbox, and we want you to open up more to the universe and more to uh, what's there on the level of the masters, because you are at that level and you're not seeing it, and we want you to see it. We want to just really come into your world right now and open up the blind and let you see it. So that crystal ball, it's time to stop playing with that even. It's time to shatter that. You don't need a thing. It's all inside of you. And the real you, the eternal you, knows why you're here. You know what you came here to understand in this lifetime. It's time to find it. It's time to grasp it. And it's time to go beyond using the spoon to excavate. It's time to rev up your engine and get with the program and go faster. And this is our message to you. And we know you understand this. We acknowledge you as a master, and we're honored that you're here today. We'll leave you with that.
And I am honored too for the message and the messenger and all those lovely souls who are here with us, the spirits and the love. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Thank you to everyone. I believe everyone's message to you. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate your perseverance. Um, I'm just blown away by the messages. I'm blown away by how Spirit wants us all to really get it, and no more just saying it's for somebody else. It's for somebody else to have that message. It's for somebody else to step up their game. I'm just going to keep plugging along. I'm just going to keep driving my Model T and be happy with that. No, They're not going to let you, first of all. You are here for a purpose, and you are here to hear these messages today. Every message, not just yours that you got channeled, but every message was for every person. Play with the different colored crayons. Get in the super souped up sports car. Jump off that cliff. Do those things. Clean your windows. Do the things that they opened up today for us to do. And let's get out there and let's change a planet. That's what I'm hearing. The more we open up to who we truly are, this person inside of us, we are going to change the planet. That's what it takes. It takes that commitment and it takes that yes. So when you say your yes, just know that you're moving up to that next level. And the angels are so funny. I just heard that, what was it? The Jeffersons moving on up. So we're all moving on up together. And I love that. So let's give some gratitude to these beautiful angels that came through. So grateful for Uriel, for Gabriel, for Michael, and for Raphael, and all the spirit guides and all the other angels that came in. Thank you. And so very grateful
Thank you.
to our Creator, the source of all that is, who is helping us to understand more each day the expansiveness of our souls and that connection anytime we want to go in there and find us, to really reach that place of understanding about the spaciousness and the energy that's there. We've got some big work to do, and I'm ready. I'm ready to do it. And I hope that you are too. I know you wouldn't be here if you weren't ready for this task. So I think we've got some homework to do. And I'll be sharing the recording with all of you so that you can really work with that energy and work with that message that came through in the beginning.
Thank you.
Thank you, Teri.
I am ready. I want to be ready.
I know you are. I feel it. I feel you. I feel you, Leo, Harley, Hope, Catherine, Grace, and Christine. I feel you all are ready for this.
And by the way, Leo, I'm 56 and I feel the same way you do. So be patient.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's way
Patient.
ahead of the game.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, well, no comparison though, but hey,
I know. They told me that in first lesson, no comparison anymore.
No
That's
comparison.
my lesson.
Patience is trusting that it's already on its way, you know. So I trust it's coming. It's just the divine time, you know. Divine time will come, and I'll be ready for it when it does.
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah,
hearing
God
that
bless
it's
you.
Leo. I'm hearing that it's here.
I hope so. I hope it's sooner than later. You know, I don't know. I'm gonna live forever, and I don't want to waste time. Honestly, I don't want to waste time. Every breath is very precious to be wasted. I'm here. I have a purpose, and I want to fulfill it now. That's my wish. But you know, the universe will say when it's the right time. So I'm here for it.
Amen, brother.
Mount Shasta, my friend.
Give me the details. You know, I'm super looking forward to it. I just want to know if if I can afford, if I'm able to do it all, because you know, as work has been a little bit restrict at these times, and money has been an issue. I'm not letting it be, but it kind of is, you know, right.
Absolutely.
But let me know all the details and I'll make sure to do my very best to be there, because that would be a dream come true to experience that with my super friend. Oh my God, just being there with your energy and that Mount Shasta energy will be a dream come true. honestly.
I'll be with you in spirit, Leonardo.
Yes,
Everybody, join us.
yeah.
Oh, I have loved this today. Thank you all. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Showing up for you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Teri Angel.
Thank you.
Right. Thank
Very
you.
grateful.
So grateful. Thank you,
See
Teri.
you next week. We'll do this again.
Okay,
Yes.
y'all have a good night.